Hello everybody and welcome, my name is GaaraOfBentonYGO. Today here in this exciting Yu-Gi-Oh video, we are going to be going over the Prank Kids deck that I took to an ARG event last Saturday. I went 1 and 2 before I dropped with this deck, and everything that messed up with the deck was my fault except for one game that I bricked. I just wasn't as comfortable with the deck as I thought I was after not playing it for like a month. And so, but I think that the deck profile of this is actually really, really good. If I wouldn't have misplayed a couple times, then I would have had a better record than I did. But without further ado, let's get into the deck profile, and then we will talk about the matches after the deck profile. And then tomorrow there will be a combo tutorial for the main combo that I used for the deck to teach you guys how to play the deck if you guys haven't really paid attention to pure Prank Kids. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So starting off, I played 3 Lampsies, 3 Dropsies, 3 Fansies, and 3 Roxies. And so with Prank Kids, you kind of have to max out on all of your Prank Kids. You need those resources to keep special summoning out from the deck, because you only really have a way to consistently shuffle back 3 cards at the end of every turn, and that you need that to recur your extra deck cards as well. And so you want to max out on these, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Pretty standard 12 Prank Kids. And then for my hand traps, I played 2 Ash and then 2 Ogre. I thought the Endymion deck was going to be a little more present than it was there. I didn't face any Endymion, which I only played 3 rounds, but nobody there was playing Endymion. So, but to prepare for that, I thought 2 Ghost Ogre would be pretty good. And then Ash Blossom is always a great option for hand traps. Now going on to fusion cards, well, my spell cards for the deck, played 3 Pandemonium, 3 Polymerization, and then 2 Invocations. And I think that this is the best lineup for fusion cards. Some people play fusion, like Fusion Recycling Plant and that sort of thing, but I think that this is good. You always want to have, starting off, 2 Prank Kids and a Polymerization in your hand, and so these are the Polymerizations. Now, my other fusion card is playing 3 instant fusions. It helps start off your combo, or if you have if you're trying to go in and you're having to grind instant fusion out a Rocket Ride, it does wonders for you with grinding out. And then we're going to our other Prank Kids cards, playing through the field spell. This card is really good, helps you get those Prank Kids in your hand, and 2 Terraforming, because we want to max out on how many copies of the field spell we can play. And so the field spell is also really good for chain blocking stuff. But there we go with those. And then we're playing 2 Pranks. You always want to see this. If you don't have this in your opening hand, then you want to search it, but you don't want to see multiples in your hand because they don't really do much for you. But what this does is, during your end phase, you can shuffle back 3 Prank Kids cards from your graveyard back into your deck and then draw 1 card. And then if during your main phase, you can discard a Prank Kids card to special out a token to help make your plays. You can still do full combo with one Prank Kid, a Prank Kids card, and pranks. That's still full combo for the deck. And then our kind of utility spell cards, play 3 Call by the Grave. Hand traps kind of sort of hurt sometimes. A Ghost Ogre or an Effect Veiler on the Rocket Ride really shuts off the combo. And then we're also played 2 Twin Twisters. Killing back row is always a good thing. And then the 1 Reasoning. Every monster in your deck is a different level, so this is really, really good. And then also when you side in like Pankratops, then Pankratops is also, or like Denko Sekka, those are also different levels. Denko's the same as like Roxy's, but I mean, it's whatever. But they generally will not call the right level for Reasoning, so it's a really good card to have in the deck. And the last but not least, 2 Prank Kids plan. This is like a Pandemonium when it's activated. You can immediately do a link summon for using Prank Kids cards on your field. So it's really, really good to do during your opponent's turn against like back row decks. And then if this card is in your graveyard, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can, or I think it's just when a Prank Kids monster battles. I'm not 100% sure right now. You banish it from your graveyard and then shuffle back as many Prank Kids cards from your graveyard back into your deck. And then you will, and then that monster loses 100 attack for Prank Kids card you shuffled back. Really, really good to recur your resources. And since we're playing Pure and not Thunder Dragon, this card can be a 2-of in the deck. Now, moving on to the extra deck. I think my extra deck was really, really solid. We played 3 Rocket Rides for our fusions, and then we played 2 Wash Ears and the 1 Battle Butler. I think this extra deck is perfect for the deck. This is just amazing. It's the best lineup for your extra deck. Then we played 2 Doodle Doos, 2 Bow Wow Barks, and 1 Rip-Roaring Rooster. Like I said, it's really good. You generally will summon like either 2 dogs and the chicken or 2 chickens and the dog during your first turn and then shuffle them back with pranks. And they're just really, really good cards. And then our utility cards, we have 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Boral Load. Our win condition is the Boral Sword. And then 1 Totally Awesome to round out the extra deck. Now, the side deck is something that I could have worked on. I misread what one of the cards did, and that was my fault. Sleep deprivation before an event. I thought I had a spicy deck card, but not really. But we have 3 Denko Sekkas for the Sky Striker, the Salmon Great, any sort of back row decks. This card is amazing. We don't generally need our normal summon, so just the normal summon Denko is really, really good for the back row decks. And then we played 3 Pankratops. This card is also like just really, really good against a lot of decks, and so we have triple Pankratops. And then for if there are any like break my board decks, we played 2 Sphere Modes. Next time I'm going to up this to 3 because we played 1 Wing Kribo level 9 because I found it on my desk. I thought it'd be super cool to play against Sky Strikers, and then I read what it did at the event, and it's just bad. So I would play 3 Sphere Modes next time. And then we played 3 Red Reboot just for the back row decks. If I played against any Altergeist or even like Salmon Greats, I would side in 3 Denko, 3 Red Reboot. And then last card, the best card in the deck, there can only be one. This card, absolutely broken. All the Prank Kids are different stuff. You have to think a little bit more with how you're going to make your plays if this is face up on the field. But for the most part, it's pretty good. So, all right, guys. And so that's the end of the deck profile. So some of the matches that I faced were round 1 faced against a Sky Striker player who 2-1 to me. He won game 1, I won game 2, and then game 3 we just started grinding, and then I made a really bad misplay where I summoned out one of my non-quick effect extra deck monsters. I think I summoned out a Rooster instead of a Bow Wow Bark, and that just killed it. And then round 2 is the round that I won. I played against a like Bamboo Sword, like terminal skip your turn deck. That was super interesting. He won game 1, and then game 2 and 3 I had like Twin Twisters and stuff, so that wasn't a problem. And then game 3 I played against Danger Zombie. I had no idea how to play against that deck. I never play tested against that deck, and Doom King, like Baldarok or whatever his name is a good card. And so there's just some like really bad misplays where like I tried to bait out the Doom King banish, and it didn't work. But it is what it is, guys. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.